let's go to an after party, like just us four. And then my mate's still there, so I'm like, well, I don't know. And I haven't got any like phone, I haven't got like a SIM, so I was like oh, maybe, like, I don't know, we'll have to see. I was like, everything's telling me that I shouldn't, but like, it sounds pretty fun.
Hello and welcome to your favourite and only podcast that helps singles find a date. I'm your host, Katie Mack, and I created Single Sounds to help other young professionals in London listen to some authentic dating profiles and give you the ability to get in touch if you think you and my guest would have a great time on a date. Also, the podcast has now expanded to live show events, and my next show is going to be a singles bingo event on Friday, the 6th of October at Inferno's in Clapham. Tickets have been selling fast, which is so awesome. I am so happy you guys are just as excited about bingo as I am. Passionate about bingo, boozy bingo specifically. And you can come along and get your own ticket in the description of this episode or via the podcast's social media. This week's guest is looking for someone with positive vibes, is a good listener, creative, and is emotionally intelligent. He is very extroverted, like myself, and loves filling every evening with social activities, much to his therapist's dismay. But this is a huge bonus to anyone who dates him, as he always has ideas and is confident in taking the lead when it comes to planning. He is a big fan of comedy nights as an early date and is attracted to people who are confident enough to do things by themselves for themselves. Hello, welcome to Single Sounds.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good. I'm happy you are here. Let's start with your profile, your who, what, where. So first question, who are you sexually attracted to?
So who is women?
And how about what are you looking for?
Mainly kind of someone who's sort of positive vibes, kind of good listener, creative, probably someone like quite emotionally intelligent. So yeah.
Love this. All personality focused, no looks. Any like?
I mean, I'm sure there are probably some look things. But
we don't want to mention.
They look good, but
yeah, always helps. Any height, age preferences?
So I think age, like probably a few years either side of me. I'm 28, so like 25. Maybe I'd go 24. No particular ones on height.
Cool. Do you have an upper age?
I don't think I've got like any like firm hard things, but I guess probably. So I'm like in a bit of a stage where I'm like still thinking about what I want to do. I might do some traveling next year, and so if someone's like very like a relationship and I want that now and I want kids now, and I think maybe someone who's like slightly older might want that. And so
fine.
Maybe not like super old.
Yeah, makes sense. Someone that doesn't want a family like immediately. Yeah. No, I'd be the same, so that's fair enough. Traveling's fun though. That'll be good. Maybe find someone to travel with.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd come. Okay, you're going to move on to the 3 A's. Acceptance, adventure, and affection. We're going to start with acceptance. First question is, what would your therapist say about you? I like this question.
Well, I think I've seen this prompt on Hinge or whatever, and I never actually like my therapist. I'd love him to say stuff about me. Like he just sits there quiet, like, okay, cool.
Oh, is he one of those that doesn't really
one of them
speak?
Just doesn't talk.
Oh, I don't like those. I had to swap one of those out. I was like, nah, I can't have no one respond to me. I felt like I needed therapy for my therapy.
Yeah.
I was like, why is my therapist not speaking to me?
Does he not like me?
Yeah, literally, I was like, no, this doesn't go with my life. I need validation.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm like sometimes like, what do you think? And he'll always like say, it's not about what I think. It doesn't matter what I think. I'm like,
no.
Stressful. But I think that what he would say about me. So despite these, sorry, Peter, I love you. But despite this, I'm like very much a big proponent of it. And so only recently, kind of a year and a half, started doing it, therapy.
Yeah.
And I've just like tell all my mates about it. Referred a couple of my friends started with him.
It's so good.
So,
like
yeah, it's so good.
I was the same. Like I was really lucky that my old workplace like offered it for free.
Oh, that's great.
And we had like one guy just stand up in a meeting and be like, I went for stress. And his other one was like work-life balance. And I was like, I feel like I should go and talk to someone about my work-life balance.
Oh, I've got that. Yeah,
I was like, you know what? And it was free. And I was like, I know it's so expensive. So I was like, I think I should just cash this in almost as a benefit.
For sure.
But yeah, and I literally couldn't believe how good it was. I was like, I didn't even
good.
think I was someone who needed it. And I didn't realize, I think everyone needs
Yeah,
it.
it
So
should be
I'm
so
like,
much more widely available.
I love promoting that.
And my first like few sessions that I had, it was kind of like what you said. I was like, I shouldn't be here because like so many people got it
you
worse
don't feel
than me.
deserving. It's
Literally,
weird.
yeah. And you're just not showing yourself that like self-compassion, and then
No.
kind of you just build that up. And
We're so mean to ourselves.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, what would they say about you?
What would he say? So I think he'd say I'm his biggest like sales promoter.
Yeah.
So because I've got a couple of my friends on it. I actually told one of my friends, I was like, I use this. I won't say my name, but I was like, use my name 15 like for a referral code, and he like told him, like said it as a joke. Like when he told him, it's like it's pretty funny.
I'm guessing that referral code doesn't actually work.
No, it doesn't.
Just in case.
You're like, oh, can I use that?
Next question is, what is your most toxic trait?
So I'm not sure if this is like a toxic trait,
Okay.
but I sleep talk. Like whenever I'm drunk, whenever I'm tired, just like
Okay.
talk the whole night. And I feel like,
Do you say full sentences?
Yeah, I
Or
think
is it
so,
like
yeah.
gobbledygook?
Well, obviously, like,
Because
I'm
I
asleep,
just
so-
chat shit, apparently.
when you're sleeping,
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been told. That,
I'm
like,
worried I'm going to tell my like darkest secrets.
Yeah. That's why I was really grateful when someone said, like, no, you what you said didn't make sense. I was like, fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Like,
It's
that's
like,
good.
what if I did make sense?
And I'm like, I've been talking shit like all night, and then like all evening, and then I just carry on talking throughout for like poor girls.
I'm guessing, so it's not like every night, it's just when you've like drunk too much.
Well, the only times I really know is like obviously if someone's staying over, like because then
That's
they'll...
true.
And normally
should
I've been
record
drinking.
yourself.
That's bad, but normally I've been drinking, and then like so that's why I'm like, oh, it must be the drink, like rather than
Yeah. That's true. It's interesting though. I have no idea of the science of like why that happens.
I was kind of like, is that something that you like need to like solve, or do you just like kind of just let that happen? Just like,
I don't know.
I feel like it's fine.
I think it's fine. Do you dream a lot? Is it linked to that?
I don't know.
You don't remember them that
No,
well?
not really.
No.
And then whenever I ask people, because they're like half asleep, they're always like, I'm like, what did I say? Like, oh, I can't really remember. Like, I remembered at the time and it was really specific, but now I can't. I'm like, I want to know what I said. I mean, there is an obvious solution. Just download the app. But
Yeah, just download it. Oh dear. I agree with you though. I don't think it's toxic.
No, it's not super toxic, I don't think.
No.
I'm sure I've got loads
Could be
of
a
other
worse
toxic
trait for
traits.
like a light sleeper.
Yeah.
I'm such a
like,
deep
always
sleeper. I
moving
reckon I
on.
wouldn't even hear you. I'd probably just chat over you.
Just have a full
That's who
conversation
you
while
want.
we're
Yeah.
sleeping. We just like to do this podcast while we're sleeping. Just take a nap now and see what happens.
See what happens. See what comes out. Okay, let's move on to adventure. What is your worst dating story?
Okay, so I talked about I went travelling like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It was kind of like I was on Tinder, just got to Brazil. My mates come out for 2 weeks. This is kind of like towards the end of my trip, and I get this like text on Tinder saying like, "Oh, like you going to this like samba party tonight?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," because there's only like one night. It's like a Monday night or something. So go to this samba thing, and then it goes like to the beach after. And she's like there with like these two, like this couple, and these guys come up to me and were like, "Oh, like kiss my friend." And I'm like, this feels a bit intense. Like, and they don't really like speak English apart from like kiss my friend.
That's just it.
And I've been like doing 2 months like of learning Spanish, and obviously it's like useless in Brazil because they speak Portuguese. So I'm like, damn, I can't use that here. And so I sort of like talked to her, but I'm like, oh, she's a Brazilian girl, like cool, like might as well put myself out there, like take some risks. And then I chat to her and I'm like, is this like okay thing to do? Like, are you happy with this? Like, she's like, yeah, like I fancy you, like I'm just a bit like shy or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. And so she speaks English, not badly, but okay. So then like I kiss her and then we have a little chat. So it was like, okay, this is cool. But it was like 3 or 4 minutes, I'd say, and then they're like, all right, let's go to an after party, like just us four, like these two guys and like her and then me. And then my mate's still there, so I'm like, well, I don't know, I haven't got like a SIM, like I'd got a SIM in all the other places, but I haven't got a SIM, so I was like oh, maybe, like, I don't know, we'll have to see. I was like, everything's telling me that I shouldn't, but like it sounds pretty fun. I'm like, why not?
But also, wait, was the friend not invited?
So he was like, oh yeah, I'll come. And they're like, oh no, don't come.
Oh.
And I was, yeah.
What's wrong with the friend?
I know.
So mean.
Wasn't mean, yeah.
We'll have to go to therapy.
And I was like, well, I'm
for
not going to go. I'm not going to go. And he was like, no, I'm happy. Like, he was like, oh, it's good you go. Like, I'm kind of want to stay here and like to chill out with these other people that we met. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll go for it. Like, just go for a bit. It was like 2:00. It was still early doors. And I was like, how far away is the place? He was like, it's only like a 5-minute walk. So,
okay.
So it was like, yeah, fine. Like I can go for a bit, come back to party.
You don't need your data for that. You know where you are.
Exactly, yeah. I was like, this is fine. And then they're like, oh, and if you want to get some like drugs, that's fine. Like whatever you want. And I was obviously like, well, not really. Like I'm just like,
not with you.
Yeah. We've been walking for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, I know. And I feel like there's many moments in this like date / story where like I should have just been like, this is probably a good idea not to like to go home to go enjoy a night with my mate. But I was like, like getting stressed. I was like, how long further is it? I'm like, it's another like 5-10 minutes. And I was like, okay. It was like, oh, by the way, I live in favela. I like hope that's okay.
I only know those from my geography textbooks, but they didn't look so great.
I don't know what the crime rates are, but I don't think they're low.
No, that would be me gone.
Famously not the safest place. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, 100%. And
it's hard. There's 3 of them, 1 of you. Like they're all cool with it.
Yeah.
What were you?
And I was
really
just like,
do?
that sounds fun. That sounds like an experience.
I mean, I think it will be an experience.
I'll be paying 30 quid for that trip. I'm like, you know what I mean?
A little tour.
Yeah, a little tour. Favela night out. And then we get to this like really dodgy street, and they're like, oh, right. I was like, this feels a bit dodgy. And like, oh yeah, this is drug street. I was like, okay, then fine, whatever. If it's drug street, it's going to be dodgy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what do you want? Like, do you want like coke, weed, like magic mushrooms, ecstasy? And I was like, honestly, I think I'm just chill. Like, I was like,
no,
this doesn't feel like a great idea. And we have this like boat party the next day as well. So I'm like kind of conscious that I need to get back for that at some point. Like it's pretty early, like 9 o'clock or something.
Wait, a 9 a.m. boat party?
Yeah, like a whole day like boat party thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And this is what, like 3 a.m.
This is like point? 3. So we're fine, like still fine on time. Like I'm like, still get a few hours.
Got a couple hours.
Well, that's enough. Like I've been travelling for a while. Like I can survive on that.
You can have a nap on the boat.
Exactly. A little power nap.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, we can get some beers as well. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, and so then they go get
on board with that one.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, I can do that one. That's okay. And I was like, I'll give you some money. Like, and then they're like, no, we'll get it. We'll get everything. Like, you don't need to give me any money. And obviously they live in a favela, so I'm like, this is a bit like sus.
Yeah.
But I'm chatting to her, and she's like super nice. So I'm like, okay, this is like, it's kind of cool like hanging out with her. I like her. And then we get back there, and it's just like these 2 rooms. Like one's like a bedroom, and like one's like a kitchen, and like the bedroom's got like the toilet in and everything. Like, and so we're like in there, and then this guy's like getting a bit like aggressive as well. So like he's obviously like done some like coke, and so he's like getting pretty like intense. And like she's super chill. Like she hasn't done like any drugs at all. She's just like drinking beers. And I'm kind of like, oh, should we just like, it's fine. Like, should we just like end it like here or whatever? And she's like, no, like let's hang around, like stay, like it's all good. I was like, okay, cool. Like I was obviously quite drunk by this point, so and I was like, oh, it's fun. Like, oh, I'm traveling, why not? And then he's like, all right, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna put some covers down in the kitchen, and you're gonna sleep with this girl. Like, I don't know. And he was like putting on all of this on Google Translate, and he was like, all right, and treat her like a princess. I know, like cushions, and just like literally covers, and that's it.
That's what Google Translate said. Covers. I was like, what is this? It looked like a murder scene.
Yeah, literally. I feel like it didn't turn out to be that big.
Wait, was he like laying out the cushions?
Yeah, laying out the cushions. And he was
so
like,
weird.
Put on Google Translate, like treat her like a princess, but like have sex with her like a whore and all this. And I was like, this is a bit much. Every moment I was like, maybe I should go home, but like, I'm having fun. I'm out here, live my best life. And he's like, and I'm going to be in the other room with my boyfriend, and like we're going to be pretty loud, and there's no door between like these 2 rooms. So I'm like, it's a kind of like a bit intense. I was like, okay, right, I think I'm going to go home, but I didn't know how to get home at all.
No. So
I was like, all right, I'll just stay for a bit, that's fine. And then go to sleep like in this kitchen on these like cushions.
Oh God.
Wake up at like 7. I'm like, crap, like I should probably like leave. And I'm like, where's my phone and wallet? I'm like, crap, like where is it? Like looking everywhere.
Oh, no.
Couldn't find it. And I was obviously getting like super stressed. She was like, oh, okay, like I don't know where it is, like looking with me, like trying to find it. Luckily, then I find it. So ended well. Like
that was stolen.
Yeah.
I was like, that's gone.
Literally gone. I don't know, like I feel like it should have been gone. Like I was very lucky on that night. And like get in at like 7:30, and my mate's like, I've been calling, texting you. Obviously, I have like Sim.
Yeah.
Like, where have you been? We've got boat party in like an hour's time.
He could have gone by himself.
Exactly.
Probably thought you were dead though.
Yeah. he was probably happy with like having his private room without me. Like,
Yeah.
get bed to myself, no sleep talking.
Yeah. Quiet night.
And then like we go to the boat party as well. So I managed to make it like absolutely dead. And this guy's like telling me, he's like, oh, I went on this date like a couple of nights ago. And this girl like steals my passport, phone, like wallet, everything, like shoes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got so lucky.
That
like,
could have been you.
That could have been. So yeah, but I feel like it ended happy. So
Yeah.
it's a good. It's not really a worst date. So maybe it's the best thing. So
No, I don't think so.
probably not.
I don't think cushions
That's
on a
stretch.
kitchen floor. Okay, let's move on to what is the award you should be nominated for.
So I think probably like can't sit still. Like I always.
You're sitting
like,
quite still.
I'm sitting still now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing well.
So for me, like if I'm doing something every night, but like quite a few of them aren't drinking, that's like a chill week for me.
Okay, yeah.
Like as I told you, I'm going like we've got this podcast and I'm doing something after, like going to do some life drawing after. So it's just like constant.
Yeah,
go,
that's super
go,
fun.
go.
I was really impressed with that. I was like, wow, super different, I guess.
Yeah, I like doing fun, like different things. I feel like it's fun.
Yeah. I think I used to have that, I'd call it a toxic trait of having to do something every
Yeah,
evening. And it actually like burned me out a lot.
Mm.
I'm guessing you're like very extroverted. So you get your energy from going out
definitely.
and like seeing
doing
people.
things, seeing people,
Yeah.
for sure.
Me
I actually
too.
had like as part of the therapy, like I did like a couple of different versions. I did CBT.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she was like, you need to do this like a schedule of like what day you're going to stay in.
Yeah.
So it's like I'd do something like I'd book something in on Monday, and then someone texts me like, "Oh, what day are you free next week?" I'm like, "Oh,
None.
I've got a space Tuesday," and then like
Yeah.
I just end up just booking it all in.
No, this is literally that is my toxic trait. I'd say 100%. I love squeezing people in on like any random days.
Yeah,
And I double book myself all the time. Or I do what you're doing like right now. I'll book them like right up next to each other.
Yeah.
And then I can't enjoy anything because I'm like
you
thinking
know, you got to
about
get to the next one.
exactly. Do you know about the love languages?
Yeah, love
What
it.
is yours?
Right, what do you think? Go on, have a guess.
Well, I was going to guess quality time.
Yeah, top.
So
What's number 2?
well, I can't guess that because it's like I've been told this and it's literally like the biggest revelation ever to me. So apparently your love language for you is what you give yourself of the least. So mine's also quality time because I don't give myself time.
That's
and
deep.
It's deep. Neither do you. So
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
I know that. And then it's
Wow.
like, if you're like really self-critical, it would be like words of affirmation, for example. That was going to be my second one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You smashed it, well done. That's good. What are yours? Don't make me guess.
No, so first one, same as you, quality time. And I think words of affirmation is my second.
Nice.
Let's move on to affection. This is where your affections lie or don't lie. Normally, most people answer the ick question, so I'm excited about this because you've
Putting the
chosen
pressure on now.
what you're weirdly attracted to. Yeah.
People who do things on their own, like people who, like going to the cinema, going on like holidays on your own, going to like gigs on your own. When people do that, I just like it makes me just like I'm like, oh wow, that's great. That you're just like
It's very attractive.
it's so attractive.
Yeah.
I'm just like you don't need this like external validation. You're doing something for yourself. I'm like wow, that's beautiful. Like I love that.
Yeah. Confidence is like the most attractive thing.
Yeah.
Everyone always says that. It's like if you feel shit, you're gonna like just look a bit shit.
Yeah.
Whereas if you feel great, everyone's gonna be like, wow, yeah, she looks great.
yeah, definitely. With that one as well, it's like it's so easy to fit in and like do the things that everyone else is doing, and actually like not everyone else isn't going like on holiday on their own or that aren't going to like cinema on their own. And,
No,
like,
no.
you can
Most
tell
people
some
would
friends,
never like.
exactly. You tell some friends, they'll be like,
It's quite
"That's
difficult.
weird. Like, why are you doing that or whatever?"
Yeah.
And actually, like you're kind of going against that and just saying, "I love doing that, and that's what I want to do."
Yeah, 100%.
Just say,
I think it's definitely something I've got more comfortable in as I've got older. Cinema's an
Mm.
easy one for me because like you're not meant to talk anyway. So like, why do you need someone? Have you ever gone to a bar or a club by yourself?
I don't think I have, to be fair. I think I've probably like
Maybe
gone
when
to like
travelling.
yeah, but then I'd normally be with like
Oh, the
hostile
people,
people,
the
yeah.
random people you just met that feel like friends. Yeah.
yeah. I think I've been to like a couple of pubs like on my own, but
In
never
London.
like yeah,
Yeah.
and it's fun. Like it's
I
nice.
think it's brave. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the one I can't really get on board with. I tried it and I was like, oh, I just felt like people were asking me weird questions. Did you find that?
so I did like a secondment in Jersey for a
okay.
year, and like I didn't know anyone before I went at all, and like it's a pretty small like place and like 100,000 people, and so like I had to meet people, and part of that was like going out. And some of those times I wanted to meet people, some of those times I just wanted to like do things. And like the reactions I always got, it's like the same as you. It's like who you doing that with? Like who you there with? And like they just find it really weird.
Yeah, people just look at you like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Because like you said, I think for most people that's just really intimidating. So they wouldn't think that someone maybe that seems relatively normal would be doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think like people think, oh, as if you haven't got friends, then you're doing it because like, you want to do it anyway or whatever. But actually, like sometimes it's just like really nice just like to go do those things on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to have more confidence to do it more, like to just go on a trip. I've like obviously I did the traveling, but it's not super on your own. You'll still like meet loads of people.
Yeah, I think that's the same with any traveling though, which is why it makes it easier. Like I've done the same. I just signed myself up for those like mini trips, like surf camp or like whatever it is.
Have you done that before?
Yeah. I did it when I was in
fun?
Australia. It was super fun. Like that one. And like anyone that's on a boat, they're great. I did scuba diving by myself, like my paddy. Because again, no one wanted to do it, so I was like, "Fuck it, do it by myself. Do it by myself."
It's the best attitude for sure.
But now I can't scuba dive with anyone still, so I'd do it all by myself again. But
your friends are absolutely.
No, they don't have their qualifications. Great.
Well, fine. That's your little thing you do by yourself.
But that was sick because we were all trapped on a boat, so you had to make friends, and you had to have a dive buddy as well. So that was good.
Yeah. So even like you're forced to like,
one.
We're going to be here for the next like 2-3 days.
You have to keep me safe. So.
And I think it's kind of nice when you have that because you end up talking to people that you wouldn't necessarily like talk to or like find out stuff about people that like and find different perspectives because all like my friends like all like live in London or whatever like have like went to uni and then you meet so many people who just had completely different lives and it's like oh wow this is sick and if you want to do something new in life it kind of gives you inspiration. You're like oh they've done that. Whereas all my friends in like corporate jobs or whatever, it's like it's not much inspiration. It's like, oh, I could change from one corporate job to go to work to like one of the big four. Wow, such inspiration.
So exciting. Okay, let's listen to your bestie rack.
Oh, here we go.
Are you excited?
Excited, nervous, somewhere in between.
This is your close friend's summary of why someone should date you.
So there are a million reasons to date my mate. And I'm kind of sad to share them because it means that maybe he'll have less time to spend with me, but I think that's okay. I'll do it for his future. The first of many is he's just so fun. He loves activities, he loves getting up and getting out and doing stuff. There will never be a tired, sad Sunday morning with because you'll just be up and about, you'll be doing something fun. I know that might be hard for people who are used to being in the throngs of crippling anxiety on a Sunday morning. But, you know, if you get up and get out, it's good for you. And he will always have shit to do. He just has a general zeal for life. He loves to travel. And traveling has been amazing for him. And I think he knows that too. And I think it's something that he prioritizes, which is an amazing thing. Additional thing to help both of those points is that he's super organised. He's planned. He's got itineraries. He's got plans. If you're going on a trip with him, you don't need to worry too much about what you're going to do because he'll have made sure that the best things that for you to be doing are already in the calendar, already paid for, already good. And yeah, you'll have a fucking sick... Ooh, am I allowed to swear on this? I guess I am now. Will be planned and ready to go. There's actually not a lot of cons. I think my main one, I think this comes from living with him, is he's a big guy. He's 6'3", and so he's loud and a bit heavy-handed. But apart, if that's all I can come up with, I feel like that's you know, it could be a lot worse. But yeah, sick guy, love him. We'll love him forever. We will compete. Bye.
We will compete.
Did you ask him for cons or did he just volunteer that?
No, he just volunteered the cons.
I was like, oh, this is so nice. This is so kind of him.
No, I can relate to the cons because I'm also so clumsy. But I don't think that's such a bad thing.
No,
I think it's endearing.
I
hope so, because I'm the clumsiest person ever.
Yeah, and I actually, I was like a bit nervous about coming on this, and he was like, honestly, like, when you go on dates, like you're great. Your personality comes across. It'll come across in there. So it was like, oh, that's super cute. Like, he's a good guy.
What a little bestie. I also loved he did point out a very big green flag, I think, which is that you actually organise stuff. For a man, that is rare. A straight man, that is rare. I literally, when I listened to that, I was just like, in my little mind, it was like, green flag, green flag.
Nice. I'm glad I've got one green flag.
Yeah.
After going for my most toxic trait, what else did I do? Yeah, so I sleep talk and I what else do I do? And I don't stop, but I organise stuff. So.
Yeah, well, it makes so much sense when he said it. I was like, obviously, you can't be as busy as you are without pre-planning, because otherwise that would be very chaotic existence. But yeah, I think so many people would love that. Do you say you plan like most of the dates you go on?
Yeah, probably. I think like I'm open to what other people want to do, so that's kind of sick as well. But most of them, like, I'll like try and have an idea of like, and like I like, so first couple of days, like pub's always a great idea because you just get to know someone, hang out. But then like post that, it's like fun doing like different dates, like doing like something. I always used to do like activity dates from day one. Yeah. And now I'm like, I don't know. It's not as fun. Like, I don't know if I want to be playing crazy golf on the first day.
No. It's really interesting. We've had this discussion a lot on the podcast because one guy said like he'll never do activity dates on the first date. And I was like, why not? Like, I don't know. I just didn't think about it the way he did. And he was like, I need to know someone can hold a conversation first.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's so true, actually. Like, it is interesting how maybe an activity date isn't the best.
You kind of want to get to know them, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You don't like, you might text someone, but you don't really like know them or like know if you vibe.
Yeah.
And like one thing I like used to love doing was going to comedy, like Top Secret. And then, but then you can't.
Fun.
It's
you
so
don't
fun.
Chat as much.
But you don't really chat.
Yeah, it's better for like a third date.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you can still have a laugh together, and like you know each other. You like know you get on.
I used to love those because you'd see what they'd laugh at, and it was such a good test. Like I feel like I was quite judgy on these dates, but like I really needed to know if they were going to laugh at something that just like I found funny, or even like something that I thought was like too low bar. Do you know what I mean? And they were like laughing their head off. I think I would have been like, bit of a red flag. But then also like I definitely went on one date. I took a guy there. We went and he didn't laugh at like anything. And
oh my gosh.
Like, oh no, he's a serial killer. We didn't go on another date.
Snuck off, but like say, I'll go to the toilet.
Genuinely, I was a bit concerned. No, he kind of just like went, like that was it. And I was like, no, this is so creepy.
Did you ask him? Like, did you find it funny?
Yeah, no, I did say it in the interval. I was like, oh, you're not enjoying it? Like, maybe we should go get a drink or whatever. He was like, no, it's good. I was like, is it?
Take your face that, mate.
Yes, I just stayed because I was like, I actually don't want to go and chat and pretend to be interested. So this was easier. And then I could just let him down gently at the end, being like, nice. I got more of a friend vibe.
Well, actually not meaning they're friends.
No, actually, if anything, less of a friend, more just acquaintance.
I had one date where like she was just like, oh, I just really don't like this. It's really inappropriate, really dark humour. And like, can we just leave? And it was just before the headline act as well. So I was like, oh,
no.
I was like, I kind of want to stay. Like, I was like, is it all right if I stay? Obviously, I didn't say that.
No. That's it. Yeah. Again, though, that showed you so much, didn't it? That's why I really like those dates, because I think it did really reveal a lot about someone without you having to like probe questions.
Yeah, for sure.
You could just see what content they liked, and that was enough.
Are they funny or not?
I always think that actually, if you could go through someone's like explore page, I reckon that would give you a really good indication of like, or their TikTok algorithm of like if you'd get on.
The For You page, yeah.
Yeah.
I find that really fun as well when you go through someone else. You're like, oh, like
yeah, new stuff.
These videos existed. Like, this is interesting.
As I always say it with like a little caveat when I say like, oh, I've never seen a TikTok about that. It's because I know that I'm probably not like on that side of TikTok.
Yeah. What's your side of TikTok? Where are you?
Oh, it's tragic at the moment. It's literally Taylor Swift. I went on it earlier today and I was like, oh, I need to get off this. Like, I enjoy seeing like a few of hers, but at the moment my algorithm seems to think I just want to see, because the tour's going on, and but my tickets aren't until August next year.
So that's a long time.
So I'm getting so many spoilers, and I just saw the VIP box today, and I was like, I didn't want to see that because now it's not going to be a surprise when I get it in a year, is it?
Maybe she'll change it up. She'll put a few surprises in there.
I don't think she does. I also don't think it's her doing the boxes, but yeah, I get a lot of conspiracy theories, which I do enjoy. A lot of shark content.
Interesting.
Not sure why. I like the sea and I like scuba diving and stuff, but a lot of sharks. Like maybe
Do you
because I
really like
always,
scuba diving? Like, do you like sharks from are you scared of them at all or no?
I used to be,
But
not
now
anymore
you're-
since
okay,
I've swam
nice.
with them and stuff. I just like watching them, I think.
Yeah, they're
I
kind
just,
of like
they're menacing, but like in a cool
yeah,
way.
yeah, definitely.
I just think they're kind of cool.
Like, awe-inspiring. They're cool.
I had a really horrible one today with it's like a half-eaten seal and a great white, and I did watch it like 3 times. It's my fault. This is why the
I don't know why I
algorithm.
get these videos.
I don't know why
can't
I
believe
get
it.
shark content.
Meanwhile, like saved lives, like sent to a million mates.
Yeah, I never really interact with them. I just watch.
Yeah.
So it clearly just knows me from that. Oh, a lot of cats. Loads
Oh,
of
I didn't know
cats.
there was that not interested button for so long.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, if you don't want to get those videos, you rest not interested.
Oh, I see that with all the Taylor Swift ones. I stopped seeing spoilers.
But I feel like it reveals things about you. It's like I don't like.
Yeah, what's your TikTok algorithm?
Well, I deleted it like a couple weeks ago because I was like, I need
Oh.
to need to go cold turkey up. It's too much time I'm spending on TikTok. But what was on it before? I'm trying to think. So what my mate was saying about, and like when I come back from traveling, I was very much on like a love yourself, self-compassion, spirituality kind of vibe.
Were they all reflected in that?
They were all like, they all super deep. Like it was like it wasn't that funny. It was just like super deep. I kind of loved it at the time. I was like, it's just like Jay Shetty every video, just
Oh,
like
God.
really inspiring thing. And I was like, oh, nice.
Not Jay Shetty. We're going to wrap it up with a short summary as to why someone should date you.
Okay.
Take it away.
This is what we're talking about. The anti-English. Like it's hard to like sell yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like to be kind. I think I'm fun.
I think you're really fun.
Thanks, appreciate it.
From this 30-minute conversation.
Yeah. Actually, after this, all my energy's zapped.
Yeah. You're not going to have any energy for your next activity.
I feel like actually I'll have so much energy after this.
You will, yeah.
This has been fun. This has been good.
I do. My boyfriend does was so annoying. He's like, oh, you're always a nightmare after recording because you're so hyped. He's just been speaking to someone. Like your favourite activity.
Nice. That's good though. I like people like that. Just
Yeah.
like super fun. But back to it. So yes, I'd say I'm fun. I love life, like have appreciation for like just doing new things, like exploring. And kind of like open to people just like being themselves. I love when people like have a love for something, like I'm like, oh yeah, that's great, and just like make uplifting people.
Yeah, or like they have passions that they're like really.
Yeah, for sure. Weird. Like,
Happy
I've got weird
to share.
passions. I'm like, yeah, like I want you to like love my weird passions. I'll love yours.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Awesome. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So if you think you match this guy's energy of loving life and exploring fun new places, definitely write into the podcast to date him. The main 2 methods of doing this are via Instagram @SingleSounds or via email. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll be back next Tuesday with a single gal of London. And don't forget to get your bingo tickets. Love you, bye.